All right, we are live on Twitch. Okay. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Captain Mac 28 here. Farm Sim 19. Excuse me. We're starting Felsbrunn, and this is going to be an everything map. We're going to start out growing crops and branch into horses first and the rest of the animals as time goes on. I have not played on Felsbrunn. Well, I guess that's not true. I played a tiny bit, just looked at the map. So here we go. We are on the middle setting. You have enough money to start the farming business of your dreams. Buy some land, buildings, necessary tools, and sell your products and expand your farm. We can okay that. We can put it on 1, and actually we'll click on the tractor to pause. Okay, we'll pause the game. We'll look at the map. There's our starting position, and these buildings are our starting buildings. The shop is just down the road here. We have a pond here. Let's see, we own no land, but we'll look at the map first. To the south, we have the town, and the spinnery is in town. And then there's a mill at the train station. Looks like there are 2 ways to get to town. Come down here by the shop and come down here on the west side past the animal dealer. Okay. So moving along here, we have the barn. That's important for us to know. And the animal dealer is co-located with it. There's a railroad silo west, probably a railroad silo east. No, there's not. Railroad silo east, well, that's odd. It's north, but that's okay. This is west, and this is east. There's a biogas plant with its accompanying fuel, a lime station, and there's a port northwest. There's a grain mill here with another fuel station here. And there's a grain elevator east, and there's a port southeast. And that is it. This complex of buildings is the castle. And you take this windy road up. So, we have, again, as always, we have things separated out. Let's go to lands. Our area here would include field 20 with all of our buildings. Should we decide to buy that, 20 happens to have sugar beets on it, which bites, but that's just the way it is. And go back to lands. 25 is standalone. 26, 27, 28, 29. There doesn't seem to be any multiple. Yeah, these are all single fields with the accompanying land around them. Every single one. Okay, so 33 fields, and they're all separate. So if we are going to start with 20, we're we're going to start with sugar beets. Not my first choice. So let's see about 28. It is 107,000. 29 gives you all this. What is that? Oh, I guess that's just a little hill or whatever. 29 gives you, it's 128,000. So 19 is 174. So if we buy this 181, that's high. If we buy this 107 and start with field 28, let's see what 28 gives us. Corn. So we still need a separate header for corn. Let's get rid of cotton, sunflowers, corn, potatoes, sugar beets, sugar cane. Now the colored fields are what we can really concentrate on. $277,000. Okay, that's high. How about these little fields? 32. What is 32? 201. Wow. So you see what I'm trying to do is there's 158. It's down from the shop. That's not bad. All right, what do you say we start our farm there on 25? And that is canola. I'm liking it. We bought some land. All right. Now we'll look at prices. We have canola in some form or another, and it can pay the highest 1408 right now. We have no equipment. We have a $250,000 loan. We have no animals, contracts. Okay, stats. Now, this is going to be Felsbrunn Agro Co-op. Agro Coop. And what I'm talking about is we are going to do everything on this farm in Europe. Okay, we'll leave the traffic on for now, dirt normal. Automatic engine start we'll have off. Stop and go braking off. Fuel usage low. Off, 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 off. Plant growth fast. Plant withering on. Destruction on. Plowing on. Lime on. Weeds on. And we'll do 5 minutes. We have the help windows off. Icons on. Colorblind off. We are in Europe, so we're going to use euros. And we're in Europe, so we'll use miles. Now we use kilometers. What the heck? Unit, acres, hectares. Interactives on, field info on, radio off. Okay. And we have our normal settings. My engine also is set to right control because that acts up every now and then that's just our knowledge. Okay. The game is paused. All right, so we need to run down to, this is of course where you start if you play on easy, and it gives you the pads, they leave them in place. But we decided to go a different route. And we've got 25. So the major decision, of course, it was under $200,000 and it had a crop that we want to grow anyway. And it is right here. And it is ready to harvest. Okay. So now if we look here, it's right up against the road. We really don't have much until we get over here. And it's definitely not flat. Look at that. It's definitely not flat. So we're going to have a tough time putting buildings down. We own a little bit of this. I don't really know where the boundary is, but you know, yeah, we got this back here, this flat area back behind the field. So we can try putting the house there. And that is going to be about it. Right now, we need, that's not what I want, we need to get a harvester. And so, you know what, we should really get the decide which header we want. So this first header is 4.2 meters, 4 meters, 5 meters for the Rostelmash. This is for sunflowers. Then the Massey, damn it, back. The Massey is 7.6 meters. Okay, so now we're talking about a decent. It takes active 7347S. So let's go back. Ah, that's not what I want. This. So the active, that's 202. That's, wow. See the difference? So the Rostelmash is only 105, and it will take that 5 meter header. Now let's go back and make sure. The Rostelmash is 5 meters. So that's going to be our header. There's no customization, so we'll buy it. Okay. Back. No customizations on this one, so we'll buy it. We'll need a tipper and a tractor to pull it. It's 150 horses. That'll get us started, won't it? Wheel setup. Standard, okay. and trailer. Damn it. Damn it. Stop clicking on the wrong thing. All right, so this is okay. It's the cheapest. You can get it up to 12,000 liters. But it's expensive. This one, let's see how much this is. We run it up. It's $12,000 for 12,000. Okay. Let's go back. And this one is 14,000 for 19,000. And so it carries more, but you pay more. And then now we're getting up there. This is 21,000 for 27,000. So, you know, the best bang for the buck is this guy at 12,000. And so we'll buy him. Oh, do we want cover? Yes. And buy. Let's, do we have any color choices? No, we don't have any color choices. Disregard. Buy. Yes. Okay. Back. 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 All right, we're going to tab into our Rostelmash. We have $882,000 left. All right. So we'll get this back home. And again, this is an everything map, so we should set a goal like I normally do on all my maps. And the goal will be to get $5 million and own 6 fields. So I saw Bohemian Rhapsody last night, and as expected, it was freaking awesome. I should get my steering wheel, by the by, today, my G920. So I'm looking forward to that too. All kinds of good stuff going on. All right. What do you know? We're going to tab over to our tractor. Now we're going to grab our tipper. And we'll do the same thing. We'll get over to our boom. Don't you beep at me, butthead. Giants has not come anywhere near close to fixing the traffic. So, as far as I'm concerned, we rule the roost. And we get the right of way at all times. And if I get stuck, I just turn the traffic off, get unstuck, and I can turn it on later. It detracts from the game, and it adds to the game. So I like to try to keep it on unless the detraction is too much for me to handle. You start pissing me off, I get rid of you. Car coming up behind me, there he is. So this 25 kilometers per hour, so it's a slow tractor. 150 horses though, so. All right. So now we'll get in this puppy and we'll start doing our thing. I don't think this has any unfolding. No. Nothing unfolded, so. It's longest edge of the field. And we're slowing to 10. We'll see what we get going downhill. We're going uphill, and this is the longest edge, so it's a good place to start to see what we can do. 10 kilometers per hour is pretty slow, but ultimately not too bad. Now, we don't have a lot of turning room here at all. Holy cow, that's right uphill. And if we put any buildings here, we're not going to have any turning room. So now this is the second there's not much turning room here. Look, you're right up against a mountain. See if we can get in position here. All right, so we may have to harvest this field this way because the plan is to at least put our house there. But we're not going to put anything till we get the bare necessity equipment that we need. Now see, that looks flat there. But it's really quite a hill. Maybe right up by the road it's flat enough to put a shed. So yeah, looks like we will harvest this field east and west. We'll probably have room for a shed and a house, and that is it. I am going to do a map in short order here. It may not be pretty and perfect, but it will be playable in the new modes that Giants gives us, so that you'll have some flat spots, fairly flat spots, to plant buildings. Well, that sucked. Let's run this down to, well, not that far. I can't wait for my wheel to come in. We are at 26 minutes. I'm going to try to keep the videos a little shorter on this one. Not that I need more videos, but I don't know what the average user likes in terms of video length. My son, a total millennial, 24 years old, said 15 to 20 minutes. Like, you're kidding me. He said, no, that's all the attention span some of these kids have. Well, I am not a kid. I have grandkids. And I do realize their attention span is much shorter. As mine, I'm sure, was back in the day. But my days of short attention spans are definitely over. I have the patience to read all the words on the help page, which I've already done. And the patience to harvest my own field instead of hiring a worker. And money is much more important, it seems, in this version of the game. Because you start out with nothing. Unless you play on easy, which, I mean, we're not going to do that. If I do a mod map review, I may do it on easy just to see how they handled everything. So we have everything turned on. Which means we're going to need fertilization, sprayer, lime, plow, cultivator. So in the beginning, pieces of equipment that can do several jobs will be greatly appreciated. and I'll pardon me. I'll go through the thought process behind my purchases, kind of like I did with this Rostelmash. It was the widest, of course, the most bang for the buck for the regular fruits, and the with the come on! I think we just did a little tiny bit of crop destruction. Yeah, a little tiny bit. I thought I hit the B key, and I didn't. So, we're down a liter or two. There is a process. Okay, lime if needed, plow if needed. Well, there's no lime and plow equipment, so those are separate pieces of equipment. After plowing, now you don't have to put the lime down first and then plow it in. You probably, I think, should cultivate it in. So the next step is cultivating. So if we plow if needed first, then spread the lime, that's two pieces of equipment. Then we can cultivate and fertilize. Can we do that? I believe there are some cultivators that fertilize. After fertilize, we have to seed. Now there may be a cultivator, a seeder that cultivates and spreads fertilizer and then seeds. That is obviously the way we want to go. And then you need a sprayer to spray, and you can herbicide or weed, I believe. I don't think you have to do both, but weeds are on. With fast crop growth, you have to be careful. There's no notification that you've reached another growth cycle, and if you sleep from 7 p.m., which I think is the earliest you can start sleeping, to 7 a.m., 12 hours, even 9 p.m. to 7 a.m., 10 hours, you can go through on fast growth. You can go through 2 cycles. Therefore, you will miss your opportunity to weed. So, tough to say. We want, of course, I'm almost full, and I won't finish the field. And of course we have the harvester. And we have loan available. I have not experimented with the maximum amount of loan, but we can do that because we are going to get the pieces of equipment that we need next. So we'll be going to the shop after we sell this canola. Because we'll definitely be able to get all of it in our tipper. In fact, we'll go grab it now. Now this is a very tall tipper, and some of the smaller harvesters, it won't fit under. But this Rostelmash looks good. Do. Oh man, he's taking a long time. There we go. All right, we'll get the rest of this. It is always fun to go to the shop and do that shopping business. But we have to be real careful where we want the least expensive shed because it's long and thin. Only holds a few pieces of equipment, but we'll put the most important equipment in there. It's a 4-bay. I believe it's a 4-bay. So, here we go. And it's tough to say where I should put it. It really is. There's not much room. Now, right along the road here is a tiny bit of room. we're going to get all this. We're going to get all this in one. Well, 2 hoppers full on the harvester. All right. There we go. I don't know. I have no Twitchers right now. Possibly Iannone will be back on. That's his other persona, of course, is Laughing Fox. But that's my son, Michael, the 24-year-old, good kid. But no one else is on. So in the comments on YouTube as you watch this, which I won't see, I'll get it on today. I have a bunch of videos to produce. And of course I went to the movies last night. Well worth it. So leave in the comments any thoughts on my jabbering, my equipment choices, and what you think I should do, and etc. What you'd like to see. The only time I bought a house on one of my farms, I slept through the night and missed a whole growth cycle, so I couldn't weed. And of course I bought the weeder, so that was, I wasted a lot of money. Really frustrating. You gotta have a plan. When you do this stuff. I think I did a tiny bit of crop destruction there. Might have hit it with the wheel, my big front wheels. Hey, I got it all. What do you know? I didn't know if I would get it on that pass or not. So there was no enhancements to this field at all. Um, Not fertilized. I didn't really check to see if it needed weeding, but or plowing or anything. So this was the base field income, and of course the income changes radically. Can I get out of here? As the prices fluctuate. So we'll go to prices. We have canola. What did I? Okay. You can do it by price. All right. So the grain mill is it, and we can take a quick peek around the map. See, there it is over there. Okay. All right. Of course, car gets in the way. All right, it's able to pull this on fairly flat ground. Oh, my kingdom for a steering wheel. See, you need a flat spot like this, really, to start a farm properly. And all of the other fields don't give you that. So it really sucks. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Sensitive. Is that another car behind me? Yep. That's just tough crap. You gotta wait. I rule the roost. There's our little pond. You can get water from the pond. All right. So that's a pretty big grassy area there. This is kind of sort of okay, but it's a hill again. It's great that Giants added ground deformation, but it's another one of those things that's love-hate. You know, you try and try and try, and you just can't see. You can't see enough. You don't have enough information to plant a building properly. Coming up on it with the tools that you're given. You can rotate the building, rotate your view, of the building, and you can raise and lower the building. That last one is really important, but it's very hard to see what you're doing when you raise and lower the building. All right, this is the gas station. This is not it. All right. Now, before we dump this, we're going to take a look at what this tipper can do. All right, F1. So tip side back, tip side left, tip side right, grain door, tip side back. Okay. So it does all of them, and that's kind of important to know because there's another tipper that only tips left and right, and there are some narrow, this one's nice and wide, but there are some narrow, $9,046. Okay. All right. Now let's take a look at the map and see, can we get back along that road? Yeah, we can make a right and go along the river on a scenic tour. Oh, this is just back the way we came. Okay, that's pretty short. I thought we were going to go quite a bit further. Oh, I see. I didn't go the way I thought I was going. Disregard. We'll go back this way. See, now this field here is huge. It'd be very expensive. But you have enough room probably to plant the house here and a small shed on flat land. And look, you got enough. Yeah, you do definitely have enough here. Look at this. You could plant a shed. Well, that's kind of got a slope to it, though. See, you got to be careful. But anyway. Yeah, we're just staying off the road. Get away from the stupid traffic. I will continue to say my piece regarding traffic. Anything that bugs me so much needs to be complained about. Yeah, I hope they put the road tool mod back in. Definitely need to build some roads. Cheating. In through the outdoor. That's all right. I'm a farmer, I can do that. All right, we'll stop this. We'll get out. All right, now, here we go. We're gonna end 55 minutes. Holy cow! And I keep getting that. All right, so plow. First of all, let's see if our field needs plowing. And we can turn off all these. Does it need lime? No. Does it need plowing? No. Is it fertilized? No. Is it weed? Does it have weeds? No. All right, so we don't need to plow or lime yet. So cultivating, fertilizing, and seeding. Let's escape this, go to the shop. Okay, so let's start with seeders. Okay, this one seeds. This one seeds. This one seeds and fertilizes and cultivates. It's 3 meters. Oh, that's achingly small, but we have a small field. And it needs 180 horsepower, so we don't have a big enough tractor. Unfortunately, they're going to get only bigger from here, I think. This only needs 108. It seeds and cultivated, and it's 3.6 meters. And then we have the Kuhn Pack, and it just seeds. It doesn't do anything special. Then we get into the bigger ones. This guy seeds and cultivates. This guy, okay, here's the first one at 9 meters, but it needs 270 horsepower. So, and then they get bigger from there. So what are we talking about? We're talking about the Stara. Okay, we're going to put fertilizer and seeds in, and we're going to do this all in one go. This says this machine offers the possibility to seed directly, no previous cultivating or plowing necessary. Plowing is not necessary right now, so we're going to buy this. And there is no customizations, so we'll buy, yes, okay, back, and we got to buy the seeds. So we need seed bag. All right, we bought 2 of those, back, and we need solid fertilizer. All right, we bought 2 of those. We'll go back, back, back. Take a look. They're right here. Okay, so 2 and 2. And when we come back, we will detach this, grab that, fill it up, and go put down some something on the field, probably soybeans. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you on the farm. Good day.